Hello friends, I am Audhesh Pratap Patel and I welcome to all of you in another video on the history of Chhattisgarh. As you people already know that we have dealt with Ramayana era in our previous video. In today's video we are going to deal with Mahabharat era. We are going to explore that which characters of Mahabharata were intricately linked with our beautiful state called Chhattisgarh. So let's start without any further delay. So the very first character which comes in mind was Jamwant or is Jamwant. So Jamwant is basically a character from Ramayana era. He was a fierce bear warrior who fought beside Rama against Ravan, and he survived long enough to live in the era of Mahabharat as well. So in Mahabharat era, he used to live in a hill. That hill where he used to live was called Richwan Hill, and Richwan Hill is considered to have existed in Sarguja region. So Jamwant, fought with Rama against Ravan, and he used to live in a hill called Richwan Hill. Richwan Hill is considered to have existed in Sarguja. Now, the next character is Naganjit. Naganjit was a very rich warrior king of some part of Kosla. He had a beautiful daughter, Satyabhama, and for her marriage, he organized a Swayamvara in which he put forth a task of taming 7 fierce bulls. Krishna, being a cowherd, excellently performed the task and in this way became successful in marrying Satyabhama. So Naganjit was the king of some part of Kosla region and he was the father of Satyabhama, the wife of Krishna. The next character is Muchkund. Muchkund was a warrior sage. He fought beside the gods against the Asurs or the Rakshasas. And because of his lofty achievements and excellence of services, he was rewarded with the boon of eternal sleep. One of the clause of that boon also said that any person who ever would wake Muchkund from that eternal sleep will be burnt alive when Muchkund will lay his eyes or his gaze upon that person. This clause was perfectly utilized by Krishna in his battle against Kalyavan. The arch enemy of Krishna, the king of Magad, Jarasandha, hired an assassin to kill Krishna. He was Kalyavan. He was called Kalyavan because he was from those regions which are today considered to be the parts of Greece. That's why Yavan word is there. So in his battle against Kalyavan, Krishna ran into the jungle and entered in a cave. That very cave where Muchkund was in his eternal sleep. He covered Muchkund with his own clothes. When Kalyavan entered the cave and considered Muchkund to be Krishna, kicked him. When Muchkund woke from his sleep and laid his eyes on Kalyavan, Kalyavan got burnt alive. And in this way, Krishna got rid of his adversary. So the cave where Muchkund was sleeping is considered to have existed in Mechka, today's Mechka, which is 18 kilometers away from Sihava region. So King Muchkund was sleeping in a cave. That cave is considered to have existed in Mechka region, which is 18 kilometers away from Sihava today. The next character of Mahabharata is Jarasandha. Jarasandha was the arch enemy of Krishna and he used the region of Kosla, which is today known as Chhattisgarh, as his military cantonment and an area of military influence. So he got a fort constructed as Kotgarh. So he constructed a fort, he named it Kotgarh, and that Kotgarh fort served as a military cantonment for Jarasandha. This fort is considered to have existed in the area where today Janjgir district is located. Janjgir Champa district is located. So in Janjgir Champa district, there used to be Kotgarh, which was a military cantonment of Jarasandha. Now the next character is Shishupal. Shishupal was the king of a part of Kosla region which was called Chedi. And today in Mahasamund there is Shishupal Hill. that place is considered to have served as the capital of Shishupal. Now, Shishupal was the same person who was killed by Krishna during the Rajasuya Yajna performed by Yudhishthira. That's all about Shishupal. Shishupal hill is linked with Shishupal, and it is in Mahasamund district today in Chhattisgarh. Now, the next important person who was connected with Chhattisgarh and belonged to Mahabharat era was Bhim. Okay, so when Pandavas in their 12-year exile in the forest, they came to Mahasamund region of Chhattisgarh. That means today it is called Mahasamund. In that era, it was not called Mahasamund. So in that region, the Pandavas arrived with their mother Kunti. So in that region, there was a terror of a Rakshasa. That Rakshasa's name was Hidimb. Okay, Hidimb used to live with his sister called Hidimba. Bhim killed Hidimb and got that uh, area free from the terror of the Rakshasa called Hidimb. And Hidimba, the sister of that Rakshasa, was mesmerized by the physical beauty of Bhim, and she married Bhim there. So the place where the marriage of Bhim and Hidimba took place is called Bhim Khoj today, and it is considered to have existed in today's Mahasamund district. So this is all about the Bhim, Hidimb, and his sister Hidimba. Now, another very important event which is linked with Bhim is that from Mahasamund region they further migrated to Bastar region. Okay, so here what happened? They took shelter or refuge in a town called Eka Chakra. That Eka Chakra town is considered to have existed in Chakrakot later. Okay, and nearby Eka Chakra there was an abode of a cannibal Rakshasa called Bakasur. So today the place where Bakasur used to live is called Barsur. So Eka Chakra is correlated with Chakrakot, and Barsur or the abode of Bakasur is correlated with the Barsur region of Bastar region. So what happened here? Bhim killed Bakasur, and in this way got the people free from his terror. And because of this act of Bhim, he is considered as the god of the Sal forest, and is also considered as the hero of Gondwani and Pandwani. Gondwani and Pandwani are nothing but the alternate versions of Mahabharat. So if we talk about Bhim in Mahasamund region, okay, of today, okay, he killed the Asur or the Rakshas called Hidimb, okay, and got married with his sister Hidimba. The place where this marriage took place is considered as Bhim Khoj, which is still very famous in Mahasamund. And in Bastar region, he killed Bakasur. The place where Bakasur used to live is considered as Barsur, and the place where the Pandavas had taken refuge, Eka Chakra town, is considered to be Chakrakot or Brahmarkot. Now, another character who was linked with Chhattisgarh is Arjun. Okay, so according to Revaram, Babu Revaram, and his book Tabarikhe Hai Vanshi Rajaon Ki, Arjun was in banishment. Okay, and he came to Chhattisgarh. Now the question arises why he was in banishment. So when Arjun won Draupadi in a Swayamvara and all the 5 brothers married her, then a law was made. The law was that, okay, Draupadi will spend time 1 year with each brother, and other brothers will not intervene during that period. Once when Draupadi was spending time with Yudhishthir, okay, a Brahmin came for help to Arjun. The Brahmin was being robbed of his cows, and Arjun had to help him. But Arjun's weapon were stored in that very room, or the same room where the Yudhishthir was spending time with Draupadi. So Arjun had to violate the law, and as a punishment, he was sent into exile. So during his exile, he visited Chhattisgarh, and he came in a place called Manipur. That Manipur was ruled by King Chitravahan or Chitrasen. The king Chitravahan or Chitrasen had a beautiful daughter Chitrangada. Arjun married Chitrangada and got a son called Babruvahan. Babruvahan was a very brave king. He later on inherited Manipur from his maternal grandfather, and that very Manipur is considered to be today's Ratanpur, according to Babu Reva Ram and his book Tawarikhe Hai Vanshi Rajaon Ki. Later on, okay, Arjun also got married to another girl called Ulupi. Ulupi is considered a Nag Kanya. Okay, Ulupi has been described as a Nag Kanya, and Amarkantak, okay, has been called the Naglok in Navasahasang Charitam. So according to Navasahasang Charitam, okay, the famous treatise, okay, Amarkantak was called the Naglok. Why? Because Amarkantak has been derived from two words Amar and Kant. Okay, so Shiva's neck or Shiva's Kant is considered to be immortal or Amar, and there the Nagas live. So that's why Amar Kantak has been called the Naglok, okay, in Navasahasang Charitam. Now, during the Rajsuya Yajna performed by the Yudhishthir, Bhim and Sahadev, okay, set out on the conquest. While they were on their journey of conquest, they conquered Chedi, ruled by Shishupal, Kosla, ruled by Brihadbal, Nishad, ruled by Bhishmak, and Dandak region. All these regions are believed to have existed once in today's Chhattisgarh. Now, who were the prominent personalities who took part in the Battle of Mahabharata? The first one is Bharatbal. Okay, Bharatbal was a king of Kush dynasty. Okay, he has been praised by Bhishma as a capable Rathi, and he was killed by Abhimanyu on the 10th day of the Battle of Mahabharata, according to Valmiki Ramayana. So Bharatbal is the famous personality. He was the king of some part of Kosla region. Okay, the next one is Naganjit. We already have described about Naganjit, and he fought by the side of Pandavas. Now, the next very important personality is Karn. Karn was not the resident of today's Chhattisgarh, or at that time the region called Kosla. So how he is linked with Kosla? Actually, to please Duryodhan, Karn set out on an expansion drive. Okay, when he was in his expansion drive, he won Tripuri. Okay, the same Tripuri which became the capital of Kalchuris later on. Okay, today this area is located or is believed to have existed nearby the area or the region of Jabalpur. Okay, the next was Mohanpattan. Okay, Mohanpattan is believed to be today's Malhar region. Pattan means port. So actually Malhar was a bustling river port. Okay, Malhar was surrounded by three rivers, Arpa, Lilagar and Shivnath. So it was a bustling port town. So Karna also conquered Malhar. Malhar was called Mohanpattan and Mallalpattan as well. Okay, the another place which was won by Karna was Karkakhand. Okay, Karkakhand is also known as Kakaria and is considered to be Kanker today. So Kanker, today's Kanker, is also considered to have been won or conquered by Karna in Mahabharat era. Okay, and Kosla was another some part of Chhattisgarh. Now, Mordhwaj and Tamradhaj are other two people who belong to Mahabharat era and are prominent figures in the history of Chhattisgarh. So Mordhwaj used to rule from, actually I should say, Arang. Okay, and he got constructed Shitala Mata temple of Raipur. Okay, so Mordhwaj was the king of Arang, the region which is today considered as Arang. Okay, earlier his capital was Manipur. Later on he shifted to Arang. His son Tamradhwaj, okay, he also played a very important part in the Mahabharat era. Okay, and during Yudhishthir's Rajsuya Yajna, okay, he captured the Pandavas' horse and tethered it to an area, okay, a pond which is today known as a Ghorbandha Talab or Ghorbandha Pond in Ratanpur. So this is all about the Mordhwaj and Tamradhwaj. Okay, Mordhwaj, Arang, he got constructed Shitla Mata temple of Raipur. Okay, Tamradhwaj had captured the horse of Yudhishthir's Rajsuya Yagya and had tethered it nearby a pond. That very pond is today considered as Ghorbandha Talab of Ratanpur. Okay, now another story, mythological or Puranic story, which is considered as linked with the state, is the story of Kamkandla and Madhavanal. So actually, Kamavatipuram, okay, was a kingdom in Chhattisgarh which is believed to be today's Dongargarh, and it was ruled by Kamsen. Kamsen was a king who was fond of music and dance. Kamkandla was a very beautiful dancer in his court. Okay, and Madhwanal was a musician who had arrived from Ujjain, the very same Ujjain where Vikramaditya used to rule. Now, Madhwanal was deeply and immensely mesmerized by the Terpsichorean skills. Terpsichorean means dance related skills of Kamkandla, and he fell in love with her. Okay, and because Madhwanal had already impressed King Kamsen, he had received a diamond necklace. So he gifted the very same diamond necklace to Kamkandala. When King Kamsen came to know about it, he banished Madhwanal. Madhwanal approached Vikramaditya for justice and requested him to get Kamkandala for him. So Vikramaditya invaded Kamavatipuram, okay, defeated Kamsen, and in this way, Kamkandala and Madhwanal were reunited. Okay, so this is all about Kamavatipuram, which is considered to be Dongargarh today. So that's all about Mahabharat era. Okay, in our book, A Comprehensive History of Chhattisgarh, we already have given, okay, a short description as well as a proper description of all the places related with Mahabharat era of Chhattisgarh. Okay, you can have a look. Okay, the table is as follows. So that's it. Thank you for being with me. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.